So you want to combo off with Thassa's Oracle in Standard? Me too. My name's Koi, I am the Alchemist, and today we are going over the Sultai Oracle deck in Standard. Before we get started, make sure you check out our TCG affiliate link down in the description below. TCG is a sponsor of this channel, and they help us do all kinds of stuff, from buying new lights and cameras and all kinds of other stuff. Every time you buy from TCGPlayer via our links, it greatly supports our show. They sell everything from Magic the Gathering to Yu-Gi-Oh! Just about any card game that you can purchase cards for. TCGPlayer's got them, so make sure you definitely go check them out, and yeah, use our links. Alright guys, so let's head on over to the computer and let me show you Sultai Oracle. What's up guys, welcome to my live stream setup, and this is where we kind of go over arena deck techs and different things like that, because it's easier to get you guys like animated value with arena. So I like doing these because it's a ton of fun. And keep in mind, this is kind of a janky deck, but it's definitely fun. It's definitely like a fun interaction in different things. That being said, I did, however, win in the platinum rank with this deck a few times, so I think it's definitely something to look at. So we're going to go through each card one by one, and then I'll show you guys some gameplay afterwards. So here we go. So the first one we got in here, we got four Frogifies. Frogify is a 2-drop enchantment. Enchant Aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a blue frog creature with base power and toughness 1/1. It loses all other card types and creature types. Thassa's Oracle is so this is part of the deck that this is how you win. So Thassa's Oracle is a 2-drop 1/3. When Thassa's Oracle enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is your devotion to blue. Put one of them on top of your library and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game. So unlike some of the other win conditions that we've had in the past in Standard, this one's like kind of very reliable. So all you have to do is basically mill yourself out until you get to Thassa's Oracle, and boom, you win. So we're taking a few extra steps to get there. Yes, we could go mono blue and do self-mill and all that kind of stuff, which would be fine. But I think we've got a really cool combo in this deck that I think people will be interested to play. So the next one is Mire Triton. Mire Triton is a 2-drop 2/1 with Death Touch. When Mire Triton enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, and you gain 2 life. Gaining life in this deck is very important. We'll get to that in a second. Skull of Grove Dancer. This is another good way to gain a lot of life. It's a 2-drop 2/2. Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain 1 life. So every time land enters your graveyard, you're gaining extra value just by having this out, so you can gain life. It's also got an activated ability. Put the top card of your library into your graveyard. So super cool. All right, and the Binding of Titans. This is a really cool saga, actually. It's a 2-drop enchantment saga. Chapter 1, each player puts the top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. Chapter 2, exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. For each creature card exiled this way, you gain a life. And then Chapter 3, return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Very important if you want to get Thassa's Oracle back, or Skull of Grove Dancer. Skull of Grove Dancer is actually one of those cards that really makes the deck and the combo work. So super important that Grove Dancer is in the deck. Euro is kind of self-explanatory. 3-drop, comes in, you gain 3 life, draw a card, and then you can escape with him later if you need a big blocker, stuff like that. He's really good. When Euro enters the battlefield, sacrifice unless it escaped. Whenever Euro enters the battlefield or attacks, you may gain 3 life and draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Super cool for ramp. And then escape cost is 2 blue, 2 green. Exile 5 other cards from your graveyard. Creeping Chill, this is another one of those things that's going to keep us alive once we get our combo off. Creeping Chill is a 4-drop sorcery. Creeping Chill deals 3 damage to each opponent and you gain 3 life. When Creeping Chill is put into your graveyard from your library, you may exile it. If you do, Creeping Chill does 3 damage to each opponent and you gain 3 life. So the reason that's important is because we're gonna, once we get our combo off, we're gonna need as much life as we can get so we can keep it going. Tamiyo, Collector of Tales. 2, a green and a blue for a 5 loyalty planeswalker. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents, which is just kind of added gravy to what we're wanting to do. +1, choose an on-land card name, then reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all cards with the chosen name among them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. And then the -3 is return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's really important too, especially if you need one of your pieces back. You can just play Collector and buy it back. Okay, so Doom Whisperer. Doom Whisperer is like it's like one of the key pieces to our combo. So this is what makes everything work. Between Doom Whisperer, Skull of Grove Dancer, and Thassa's Oracle, here's how we pull it off. So when Doom Whisperer hits the battlefield, assuming you have a Skull of Grove Dancer out, because it's really what you need out to make this really work. 5-drop, 6/6, flying and trample, pay 2, surveil 2. So when you surveil 2, you throw your cards into your graveyard, right? Well, you throw cards from your library into your graveyard. So we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to keep paying 2 life and keep throwing cards into our graveyard, gaining life from Skull of Grove Dancer and Creeping Chills along the way to keep us alive. And then, once we've milled out our entire library, we play Thassa's Oracle and win the game. That's how easy that works. It's a really cool combo in Pioneer because they use Inverter of Truth, but obviously we don't have Inverter of Truth, so we had to kind of find a weird way to accomplish that in this format. So Doom Whisperer definitely that is the main piece to our combo. We're running 3 of those. Massacre Girl is really cool. I run 2 of those just in case you need to clear the board real quick. It also helps with Frogify. I also like Frogify because you can Frogify one of their dudes and kill the whole board because it's a 1/1. So it basically, Massacre Girl is a 5-drop 4/4 with Menace. When Massacre Girl enters the battlefield, each other creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever a creature dies this turn, each creature other than Massacre Girl gets a -1/-1 until end of turn. So Massacre Girl literally just is a board wipe of sorts. And it's important to note too, even if she dies the same turn that she was played, as long as she resolved, the more creatures die, the more triggers go on the stack from her ability. It's like a one-turn. It's like a single turn emblem. So it's really cool how Massacre Girl interacts with the board. But yeah, so it works really well with Frogify. Another reason I run Frogify too is because it does add to your devotion to blue to help with Thassa's Oracle should you need it. So Cavalier of Thorns is our last card in the deck before we get into the lands. Cavalier of Thorns is a 5-drop 5/6 with reach. Whenever Cavalier of Thorns enters the battlefield, reveal the top 5 cards of your library, put a land card from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest into your graveyard. So you put a land from among them onto the battlefield, the rest into your graveyard, so it mills you, getting triggers off the Skull of Grove Dancer, getting you a big dude with reach that can block, and just helping you get to your overall goal. When Cavalier of Thorns dies, you may exile it. If you do, put another target card from your graveyard on top of your library, also helping you get like Thassa's Oracles and Skull of Grove Dancers and stuff like that back. So as far as lands go, 2 islands, 2 swamps, 2 forests, 4 watery graves, 4 overgrown tombs, 4 breeding pools, 2 Temple of Mysteries, and then we're running 4 Fabled Passages. The reason we're running all 4 Fabled Passages is because every time you crack one, you get extra value off a Skull of Grove Dancer. So the minute I saw this card, and it's a common, the minute I saw this card, I was like, man, that's interesting. I think this deck is really cool. I think it's got a crazy win condition. You're not going to win every game with it, obviously, but it's definitely a fun, janky deck just to hang out and chill with. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and now let's see how it runs. Yeah, I'm a little sketched at playing it, and yes, I am playing Frogify. So I'm a little sketched at playing it in competitive.
I don't want that. But I think it really works. In Demir with Emery milling you with Mir guy. Oh, Jinx, do you have a list? Do you have a list? We'll just let that enter tabs. I mean, what are we doing? Yeah, give me a list. The only reason I like this deck is because Euro's in it. But if you saw better in Demir, that actually it played against me. Do you have a list? Oh, but you don't have a list. The one I have now is Grixis self-mill with 1 copy of Oracle. Oh yeah, we've got like all 4 copies of Oracle, I think. Give Jinx a minute. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know if you can find the list or not, but that would be fantastic. Yeah, I don't think 1 copy of Oracle is enough. I like the idea of Thassa's Oracle with just Thassa, because it keeps bouncing Oracle in and out. So it kind of makes for a weird like interaction. You know what? We're gonna let him target Tamio. And we do self-mill too, by the way. We're gonna get Skull a Grove Dancer. And we actually pulled one. That's cool. That's cool. Anything that allows me to run Siege Rhino, boy. I love it. I was trying some mid-range stuff, but it was too slow, and then tried aggro, but it lost to Inverter and Azorius control. Now I'm going to try Abzan Super Friends. Ooh, Abzan Super Friends. I know that's a list. I just haven't seen it yet. Okay, so here's what we do. So we play a land. We'll just shock it in. It's fine. Let's frogify this thing because I don't like it. I'm going to show you this deck works. This deck can go nuts. This deck can go nuts. Oh, and that's another reason I played green was because of Skola. This deck I feel like makes the deck work. We're going to go for another Skola.
You are now
no.
Alchemist.
Hey, thank you so much for that follow, KSI Kiba. KSI, thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate that. Let's do let's do Skola again. We don't need another Oracle. See, and then we get life off the lands, and then we also get life off the Creeping Chills. And Bangarang. Question, if you don't mind, is it that is on-screen deck list, or is it the other? Is it that is on the on-screen deck list? What's on the on-screen deck list? What do you see on the on-screen deck list? Because if I need to change that, I will. I thought it uploaded automatically. Let's do this. Bangarang, boom. Okay, so how many lands do we have right now? So I'm gonna get black so we can use those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can win right now. We can win right now, provided everything goes correctly. Cavalier Thorns. We want everything to go to the graveyard, so we're gonna name Murder. We're gonna name Murder because it's not even in our deck. Okay, so we gain a bunch of life. Cool. Activate ability. Watch this. Watch this, chat. Watch this. This is insane. We're gonna win right now. We're gonna win right now. We're gonna mill out our entire deck with Doom Whisperer. Here we go. Boom, boom. I know it seems impossible, but nothing Nothing is impossible. He's sticking around just to see if I can do it. I wish there was like a LOL. Arena, add an LOL. Add an LOL, Arena. I need it. Wizards, if you're listening, please add a LOL. Because I really need that to be right here when I do something funny. Or when someone else does something funny. Like, in all seriousness. So see, we're getting a bunch of life off of that. Take action. Boom. Watch this. Yes. 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 Just let me show chat, opponent. Let me show my chat how to do this. Let me show them. Let me show them. Like I just want to. Yes. He's going to let me do it. He's going to let me do it. Bangarang. Bangarang, Rufio. And Thassa's Oracle for the win. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much, man. Cobby System. Dude, I really wish I could pull him in to this and like be like, hey, dude, thank you for letting me show my chats.